drunk duck, champagne, and a Bengal tiger, behind the scenes of Grateful Dead's Wildest video. It started, like many things in the Grateful Dead universe, with a half-serious suggestion and a whole lot of chaos. Back in 1987, when the band was filming the music video for Hell in a Bucket, no one could have predicted that the most memorable performance would come from a duck in a leather collar. Yes, a real duck. Yes, real champagne. No, this is not a joke. Len Dell'Amico, the man behind the camera, and behind much of the band's visual legacy, has seen a lot. In his new memoir, Friend of the Devil, My Wild Ride with Jerry Garcia and Grateful Dead, he peels back the curtain on those whirlwind years, from 1980 until Jerry Garcia's death in 1995. What he reveals is a blend of music, mayhem, and marijuana. And in the middle of it all, one very inebriated duck. Bobby, he's a god now. According to Dell'Amico, it was Bob Weir, the eternally unpredictable founding member, who came up with the idea of adding a duck to the video. He also requested a Bengal tiger. Naturally. Fresh off vacation and in top form, chiseled, charismatic, and clearly energized, Weir was ready to make a statement. His wife at the time, Mountain Girl, even remarked, "Bobby, he's a god now." There was a certain madness in the air. A kind of joyful anarchy that only the dead could conjure. And then the duck started drinking. The duck did what? Filming took place in a bar. Dell'Amico had made it crystal clear, no real alcohol. Prop champagne only. No exceptions. We all knew the drill, he said. But somehow, a real bottle ended up in the mix. Guess what? The duck found it. At first, Dell'Amico thought the little guy was just tired. Then he saw it. The duck kept dipping its bill into Weir's glass, going back for more. Eventually, it slumped over, dazed and delightfully uncoordinated. A scene that, quite frankly, worked perfectly on camera. I thought it was incredible, Dell'Amico admitted. It looked like we had a trained duck. Turns out, what they had was a duck with a taste for bubbly, and a trainer who was not amused. One angry trainer and a case of white grapes. The day after the shoot, Dell'Amico got a furious call. The duck's trainer was beside himself. He got drunk, he kept repeating. It was not about blame, it was about love. Animal trainers, after all, are deeply connected to their creatures. Dell'Amico was stunned. He made some calls. And sure enough, someone had slipped Weir $50 to fetch the real deal. Champagne. The duck, it turns out, had been trained using white grapes. No wonder it went wild for the sparkling stuff. The aftermath? A serious apology and a brief detox for the duck, who reportedly became repelled by grapes altogether. But as Dell'Amico puts it, it had a happy ending. Garcia, the philosopher behind the legend. While the duck stole the show on set, Jerry Garcia was stealing hearts off camera. Dell'Amico recalls a man who was nothing like the rock god people expected. Quiet, funny, humble to the core. His home? Like a college dorm, Dell'Amico said. A few flannel shirts, some pants, overflowing ashtrays, and not much else. He would always say, "I'd rather do things than have things." And he meant it. Garcia never chased the spotlight. He never wanted free dinners or special treatment. When restaurant managers offered to comp his meals, he would politely decline, give it to someone who actually needs it. How many rock stars say that, and mean it? A man you could not hate. Dell'Amico paints a vivid picture of Garcia. A man with flaws, sure. A family man trying to navigate the road life of a musician. But also someone with a deeply philosophical side, more interested in talking about religion and metaphysics than fame or money. You could not be on bad terms with Jerry, he said. Even if you tried. That kind of sincerity, unguarded, unfiltered, is rare. And maybe that is what made the Grateful Dead, for all their chaos, so deeply human. So what's the takeaway? A duck got drunk. A tiger stood by. Bob Weir played rock star with a glint in his eye. And Jerry Garcia reminded everyone what real humility looks like. In true Grateful Dead fashion, it was messy, hilarious, occasionally disastrous, but strangely beautiful. Like the band itself, it made no sense on paper. But somehow, it worked. Spectacularly.